What else do you do? Do you go out and do presentations to groups? Do you mentor folks that you know of with PKD who are in the process of having treatments?
I
Tell us
do.
about that.
There's if anyone has any questions as chapter coordinator, they email me, or I can recommend them to doctors and help them out. If the foundation, they have annual conferences, the PKD Foundation. In the past 2 years, they asked me to be a speaker, so I love doing that. I get involved with that. There's local groups like the Lions Club and the Lioness Club, and they ask me to speak to spread awareness.
Right.
Do health fairs and things like that, anything to get the information out. And as the years go along, I'd love to do more events. So, like, I'd like to have a motorcycle ride and a golf tournament and get involved in things like that. So.
Sounds like you're thinking ahead.
Yes.
Making plans.
Yes.
How about traveling? You said you speak. I mean, is it pretty much here around home, or
the one
do you travel?
One conference was in California, so I traveled out there. The other one was actually in D.C. this year. I'm actually going to Texas in November. A chapter's having a fashion show, and they'd asked if I'd share my story and kind of be in the fashion show and take part in it to let people know that, you know, those affected with the disease, you know, can do a lot. So basically any opportunity that comes up, I jump on it to help out, honestly. I'm willing to do anything.
I'm sure you do. You're an amazing young lady.
Thank you.
Quite a story that you have. And as I said, I just, the little bit that we've interacted the few times, it's very difficult to imagine that you suffered so much until you finally ended up having your transplant, and we're just glad at this point that everything's going well for you, and
thank you.
You have all that energy, and you're out there not only taking care of yourself but also being successful in your own right, not only with your work but also as an advocate for PKD. That's great. I just think it's fantastic, and you're an outstanding model of citizen in your community. We appreciate that.
Thank you
so what do you
much.
do besides PKD?
I like to ride motorcycles. That's my one hobby. I do. I ride with my brother all the time, which probably my doctors would not like to hear me say that because it's not the safest thing. And I actually just got my motorcycle license.
Good.
I enjoy being outside, honestly. I was in the hospital for so long cooped up that riding on a motorcycle or being outside, and I find fun in basically doing anything. So.
Well, thank you very much for joining me today.
Much.
Be careful on your motorcycle. Wear your helmet. That's
do.
my little plug.
I do.
Okay, great. So keep your eyes open, because you just might see Valen out there on her motorcycle riding around at the PKD events. Look for her and say hello. But for now, folks, that's all the time we have on this month's show. I'd like to thank Valen for taking the time to educate us all about PKD and for sharing with us her experience. Now, if you have any questions about PKD or the South Central PA chapter of the PKD Foundation, just visit www.pkdcure.org.